Debbie, and I'm a patient of Dr. Spare's, and I have an incredible experience that I want to share with you. I was on holiday last week in Cabo and experienced excruciating pain in the center of my chest. It felt like someone was burning a hole in my chest.
Point to where you had the pain, Debbie.
I had the pain right here. I couldn't sleep and I couldn't eat. I came home, went to my primary doctor, and he suggested and wanted me to schedule an upper GI and take a breath test for H. pylori. That night, as I was putting my head on my pillow, my intuition told me to call Dr. Spare. And I called him and told him my symptoms, and he asked me a couple questions. He asked, have I had diarrhea? No, so probably not a bacteria infection. And he said, well, how do you feel when you eat dairy? I said, dairy really aggravates it. And he says, well, it doesn't sound like you have an ulcer, Debbie, because if you ate dairy, it would quiet it. Sounds like you might have something out in the center or in between your shoulder blades. So I came in that morning and he adjusted me and found that I was out. Dr. Spare, if I get this wrong, please correct me. I think it was between T3 and T6.
You were close, T5 and T8.
And I had a bulging disc.
Several of them.
And after that adjustment, I have had no pain. It is incredible. I feel so good. And thank you so much.
Tell us about what happened just before, a few hours before the symptoms began.
That Sunday, so the symptoms came Monday night at 3 a.m. That Sunday afternoon, I had gotten a massage. And when I was on the table and Dr. Spare was adjusting me, he said, Debbie, have you had a massage recently? And just then I knew that I had a massage. I said, yes. He said, it feels like the masseuse massaged you too hard. And if you were to ask me when I had the massage, was it hard? I would say no, because she kept on checking in. Is this pressure okay? And it felt okay to me. But obviously it wasn't.
Yeah, there were no other causes that could have created that except the massage. You hadn't done anything unusual. You hadn't eaten anything unusual.
No.
You were very careful about what you ate when you were in Mexico.
Very careful.
And yeah, so it's kind of sad. And it doesn't mean that every massage is going to create a problem. But if the massage therapist pushes too deeply, there you have it. You can make someone miserable. Mm-hmm. And fortunately, it was one D.N.F.T adjustment. Thanks, Debbie.
Thank you.